Hello, everyone. My name is Ryan Knudsen. I'm an attorney, and part of my practice focuses on issues of civil rights and constitutional law. So, in recent days, I posted a video regarding the Trump administration's expected executive order to terminate the Department of Education. The Trump administration is expected to hand down an executive order in the next few days, which would attempt to terminate the entire Department of Education or otherwise direct the secretary to take all steps within the bounds of the law, so they say, to terminate the entire department. This would more than likely involve financial aid, federal financial aid. If you are a student or ever have been a student in the United States, then you probably applied for federal financial aid. You probably did the FAFSA, completed the FAFSA, and sent it to the Department of Education, and then were awarded different kinds of financial aids, such as Pell Grants, other associated grants, federal loans, subsidized, unsubsidized, plus loans, various kinds of financial aid. I don't have to tell you that those programs are extremely important for the vast majority of students in this country. Um, if you go to any kind of higher education, if you want to go to a vocational school, technical school, if you want to go to college, if you want to go to any kind of higher education outside of high school, um, prices are high, and college is especially expensive. And the prices of college, tuition for college, and associated costs keeps going up and through the roof. So federal financial aid is incredibly important because the vast majority of people applying for federal financial aid and receiving it that go to college on federal financial aid wouldn't be able to afford it otherwise. So these programs that the Department of Education administers, these federal financial aid programs that the Department of Education administers, distributes funding on, are incredibly important to a huge amount of people in this country. Working class, middle class folks who don't have the money otherwise to pay for college. When I was starting college and when I went to law school, I had a huge amount of loans because I don't come from a wealthy family. And I had to make my own way and pay my way through college and through law school. So I don't have to tell folks that these are very important programs. It seems that the Trump administration, without saying so, is trying to establish the legal framework, is trying to establish the regulatory uh, project of undoing the federal financial aid portfolio. They don't like the fact that the federal government, that the Department of Education administers these loan programs and doles out tens of billions of dollars in student loans and other kinds of financial aid to students that really need the help to be able to get through college and be able to go through college programs, undergraduate, graduate, and other kinds of vocational schools. They just don't like the federal government spending money on anything, it seems, except for the military and other very important pet projects for them. So they are trying to terminate this program. They might not say this in the executive order that's going to come down, but if the executive order directs that the Secretary of the Department of Education terminate the entire department or otherwise discontinue its programs or slash its staff or do anything that would cause chaos at the department, then this is inevitably going to affect the programs that it administers. It might even cause enough chaos that students that are applying for FAFSA that are trying to receive student aid presently are not able to do that. And so you would see a lot of folks that can't pay for college because of what's going on in the department, because of the chaos, and because of the fact that the existing administration wants to terminate this department and is trying to get around the law to do so. If you watch my other video, I talk about how the attempt to terminate this department is unconstitutional and illegal and is wrapped up in court challenges currently. But this is just something to keep an eye on because these programs are incredibly important. And so, if the Trump administration causes enough chaos at these departments, even if it's not able to legally terminate them, which I think is the goal, if they're not successful in court, which they probably won't be. But if the goal is to cause chaos and cause huge layoffs, then that way to terminate the department, that would jeopardize student loans. and it would probably cause the federal government to stop giving them out, or to stop giving out federal financial aid generally. That's an incredibly important program, and I just want to talk about how important it is and what's going on now inside the government. Basically, you have an executive that is running right up against the line of the law and over it in its attempts to destroy, it seems, the civil service and various federal agencies. Thanks so much, and until the next one, this has been Ryan Knutson.